Tonight, we start off by taking a look at this year's homecoming parade before moving on to this week's SGA update. Then, we'll inform you on the new Heyday Market as well as Hispanic Heritage Month at Auburn. We'll also take a look nationally by updating you on Hurricane Fiona and the late Queen's funeral. Finally, you can hear all about our Pet of the Week. All of that and more is coming up next on Eagle Eye's Monday News at 6. Good evening, and welcome to Eagle Eye News at 6. I'm Kelis McGhee.
And I'm Maddie Larkin. As homecoming weekend comes closer, so does the annual homecoming parade for Auburn High School and Auburn University. Auburn High School will have its homecoming parade this Thursday, beginning at 5:30 p.m. and ending with a short pep rally at Toomer's Corner. Auburn University will have its parade this Friday at 6 p.m. along with a pep rally on Sanford Lawn immediately after. Both parades will start at the intersection of Thatch and College and make a loop through most of downtown. Please keep in mind that while parking will still be open, the streets will be closed starting at 5:15 p.m. on Thursday and 5:30 p.m. on Friday.
Now we turn to Coleman Turnipseed, the Auburn SGA Vice President, for our weekly update on what the Student Senate is working to improve on Auburn's campus. Let's take a look.
Hi everyone, my name is Coleman and I'm the SGA VP. This week in the Student Senate, we passed our confirmation bills for the BSU Liaison and SGA Judicial Team. We also had a program expansion fund request for the Freshman Forum Team, which allocated $276 to their retreat and post-call-out celebration. We had no future orders on the agenda, but the Budget and Finance Committee is writing up legislation this week to pass the budgets for all of the different student activity portfolios. We will also be passing our new appointment for the College of Engineering seat through Senate Execs, so we should see that on the floor as a future order next Monday. The Student Senate holds our meetings on Monday night at 7:30 p.m. in the Melton Student Center, room 2222/2223, and everyone is welcome to attend and also speak during our open forum. That's all for our Senate update. I'll see you again next week.
Searching for some fun activities for the week and cool ways to get involved? Well, look no further. Involvement Ambassador Abigail Bailey is here to give you the scoop on all the activities and events you can get involved with on campus this week.
Where you go, guys? My name is Bailey Blake, and I'm here with your involvement update for this week. The first update I have for y'all is that First 56 is still going on. UPC has been putting on over 500 events for the first 56 days on campus for students to be able to try different things on campus to get involved in. We're about halfway through, and the last day is October 2nd, so be sure to check out the rest of the schedule on AU Involve. Next up is Mini Mondays with the Involvement Ambassadors. Mini Mondays are a great way for first-year students to learn more about involvement opportunities for them to join on campus. Every Monday from 9:30 to 10:30 a.m. during First 56, the Involvement Ambassadors will be in the front of the Involvement Suite available to answer any questions you might have about getting involved on campus. We're also providing chicken minis to those who come with questions. For our next event, I wanted to let y'all know about Painting on the Plains, which is Monday, September 19th at 6 p.m. on Cater Lawn. Students will have the opportunity to paint an Auburn-themed painting and enjoy Toomer's lemonade and cookies. So make sure you RSVP on AU Involve. Our last event today is the Albee Committee. Want to help Albee design and create his props for game day? Come to the Melton Student Center loading dock at 7 p.m. on Tuesday, September 20th for an opportunity to take advantage of your creative mind and hang out with Albee. And just as a reminder, AU Involve has lots of information about everything going on around campus, so I encourage you to check that out for more involvement opportunities. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to an involvement ambassador at involve@auburn.edu. Thanks again, guys, and War Eagle.
When we return from this short break, we'll tell you a little bit about a plaque ceremony at Felton Little Park. Then you'll hear about Hispanic Heritage Month at the university and the new Heyday Market on campus. You're watching Eagle Eye News at 6.
Do you enjoy learning about historical facts and celebrating special occasions? If so, then the Felton Little Park Plaque Ceremony is the perfect event for you. October the 3rd, the City of Auburn will host a ceremony to celebrate and commemorate the Felton Little Park's history with the plaque being placed in the park. Historical photos of the park will be displayed during the reception, where the Buston Education and Meeting Center will follow at 11 a.m. Felton Little Park is located at 341 East Glen Avenue, and the Buston Education and Meeting Center is located at 161 North Ross Street. For more information, please call 334-501-2930.
September is Hispanic Heritage Month, and Auburn is showing its dedication to fulfill the diversity and inclusion at the school by honoring Hispanic Heritage Month. The best way to honor this month is with an influx of exciting and educational events. Spanish is the second most popular language in the world. Hispanic Heritage Month represents Hispanic Americans that have contributed so much hard work to our country. Auburn shows its gratitude to Hispanic individuals and works to advocate for them by hosting a Hispanic Heritage Month with trivia and salsa lessons taking place at the Edge Dining Hall. This event will be held on September 28th. If you want to get more insight on Latinx student experience, come to the student panel discussion taking place on September 21st. If you want to know more about what Auburn University is doing to contribute to diversity, visit their website, diversity.auburn.edu.
Have you heard of Auburn's new dining hall and gathering place? The Heyday Market has taken Auburn University by storm, providing excellent cuisine while offering a place for great memories. The dining hall is open for you and your friends to enjoy Monday through Friday from 9:30 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. Eagle Eye's assistant producer Jakai Spikes and reporter Sarah Frazier have you covered with all the information regarding the Heyday Market.
On August 16th, the Heyday Market on South College Street started inviting students in to enjoy the new and improved food hall and gathering place. Enjoy the market Monday through Friday, hours 10:30 to 9:30 p.m., being provided with excellent cuisine at restaurants like Wild Child Tacos, Pokemen, Loud Roots, Little Darling, Cubanita, Aricia, Cherry Moon, St. Bernardo Gelateria, and they even had a podcast booth. Students' smiling faces and the delicious smelling food changed the aura of the entire room. Chef Mark, the culinary director, was nice enough to speak to us about his purpose at the market.
Very beginning, everything from our trial feedings that we had to now like being completely open. It's great to see everybody really enjoying all the passion that's gone into creating this facility. So that way, you have a nice place to come and have lunch or dinner, brunch on Sundays with music and all that kind of stuff. And it's just it's really incredible to have all the positive feedback that we've had from everybody. Yeah.
That's great. That's great. Thank you so much, Chef Mark. Today was her first time eating at the Heyday Market. Jada, could you please tell me how you enjoyed your food today, if you enjoyed it at all?
Well, I went to Little Darling and I had a double burger and it was actually really good. It was juicy. It kept my taste buds going. Only thing that I really could have done without was the fact that it was $23, but even then it was worth it, like coming to like a new spot on campus, and it was really nice.
We even got a chance to speak to some students and workers about their feelings about the new market.
Okay, so what is your guys' favorite thing about the Heyday Market?
The pizzeria from Aricia.
I would definitely say the pineapple soda from La Cubanita.
My favorite part is actually like the atmosphere of like, you know, during dinner or like lunch hours when everybody rushes in, you get to like meet them and, you know, just prepare them food and enjoy, like see like families or friends like have a good time. It's just like a nice atmosphere.
Well, for me, I love working with other people from other restaurants. You know?
I'm Sarah Frazier.
And I'm Jakai Spikes. And you're watching Eagle Eye TV.
During busy semesters, everyone could always use more entertaining activities. The Auburn area community has invited all community members to James and the Giant Peach Jr., a musical adaptation of a literary classic. The story begins with James being sent by his aunt to chop down their old fruit tree when he discovers a magic potion that grows a tremendous peach, rolls into the ocean, and launches a journey of enormous proportions. The musical will be performed by children from ages 5 to 12 and will take place at the Jan Dempsey Community Arts Center on October 6th, 7th, 8th, 13th, and 14th at 6:30 p.m., with matinees on October 8th and 15th at 4 p.m. Run time will be approximately 60 minutes. Tickets for children, students, and seniors are $8, and it is $10 for adults. For more information, visit www.auburnact.org.
Are you a graduate student at Auburn University looking to get involved in the Graduate Writing Partners program? Well, you're in luck because this program is partnering with Miller Writing Center peer consultants who will work one-on-one with graduate students. This will help improve communication skills while practicing on writing skills. If you want to join, be prepared to commit 2 hours of standing appointments each week for the rest of each semester. To join, you must have an advisor or professor sponsor you in order to be eligible. If you're a graduate student at Auburn University and wish to join, you can apply using the Graduate Writing Partners application. When we come back, we'll inform you on Hurricane Fiona, and you'll hear about Queen Elizabeth II's funeral. You're watching Eagle Eye TV, Auburn's news leader.
Hurricane Fiona has made landfall as a Category 1 along Puerto Rico's southwestern coast. So far, power has been knocked out across the entire island, and it could take days to restore. David Daniel has the latest.
Hurricane Fiona has already knocked out power to the entire island of Puerto Rico. The main supplier of power warning that it could take several days for full restoration. This blackout comes 5 years after Hurricane Maria devastated Puerto Rico's power grid. CNN's Leila Santiago spoke to a woman in San Juan who says this is nothing new for Puerto Ricans.
She was a year without power after Hurricane Maria. ¿Y tú piensas en eso cuando la lluvia baja hacia ahora? I'm asking her if that's what she thinks about when the rain comes. She says every single time that there's rain that comes down for 3 or 4 days, they go weeks without power.
This is video from Sunday morning, where you can see strong waves crash on the beach in San Juan as Hurricane Fiona gathered strength over the island, parts of which could see up to 25 inches of rain from the Category 1 storm. Before it even reached the island, Fiona was wreaking havoc as a tropical storm. Check out this picture of a landslide in Guaynabo from Saturday night. Meanwhile, this was the scene in Guadalupe, southeast of Puerto Rico, where flooding devastated the capital Saturday, killing at least 1 person. Fiona becomes the 3rd hurricane of the 2022 Atlantic hurricane season, and the National Hurricane Center is forecasting catastrophic flooding across Puerto Rico. I'm David Daniel reporting.
In the last few months, the city's seen an unprecedented number of new arrivals, over 11,000. Over 8,000 are currently in our shelter system. Christina Fan reports on efforts to find more shelter.
It started off with 1 bus a few days a week. Now as many as 8 busloads of migrants are pouring into the Port Authority bus terminal a day. This man came all the way from Venezuela with his wife and family. He says his journey was difficult, but added, "Thank God I'm here." While many families are relieved to finally arrive, the city is struggling to manage.
We have opened 23 emergency shelters.
Mayor Adams told our Marsha Kramer the city will have to open 38 more and is even looking into the possibility of going offshore.
We're examining everything from, the legality of using any type of cruise ship for temporary housing.
But just how feasible would it be for the city to use a cruise ship to house the migrants?
That was something that the previous administrations, Bloomberg administration, of my understanding, they looked at that during a surge. And so we're looking at that as a temporary measure.
People line the streets to say a final goodbye to their late monarch. Details for the royal funeral have been in the planning stages for years. Inside Westminster Hall, dozens of royal dignitaries and members of the royal family fill the Abbey. Isabel Rosales is in Windsor with the details of today's funeral.
The Queen made history in life and in death. Her funeral, the first to be televised for a British monarch, and her funeral was majestic, steeped in tradition, fit for a queen of 70 years. A somber day for the United Kingdom as the world says goodbye to a queen whose reign spanned more than 7 decades, the longest reigning monarch in British history. Westminster Abbey's tenor bell chiming once a minute for 96 minutes, marking each year of Queen Elizabeth II's life. Roughly 2,000 people attended, including world leaders like President Joe Biden, First Lady Jill Biden, and members of the royal family. Following the service, thousands of people lined the streets of London as the Queen's coffin passed Buckingham Palace for the final time. The crowds cheering as her coffin left London. The Queen laid to rest in Windsor Castle, near her husband of 73 years, Prince Philip. And the piper to the sovereign acted as the Queen's unofficial alarm clock. He would awaken her every morning to the sound of bagpipes. Well, today that piper played one final song, a lament, as the Queen's coffin was lowered into the royal vault. That same piper who would normally play her to awaken her, instead playing her to rest for the final time. In London, I'm Isabel Rosales reporting.
When we return, Grace DeLeon will be giving you the sports recap for the week. Stay tuned.
War Eagle, and welcome back to Eagle Eye News at 6. I'm Grace DeLeon, here with everything you need to know this week in Auburn athletics. Tiger fans did not leave Jordan-Hare very happy on Saturday evening, following a gruesome 41-13 loss to Open Penn State. Penn State swept the series against Auburn 2-0. This marks the worst loss at home since 2012 when they lost to Georgia 38-0. Penn State was 5 for 5 in the red zone, while Auburn's 3 first-and-goals resulted in a pair of field goals from Anders Carlson. The sole Tiger touchdown came from a 22-yard pass from Robbie Ashford to Jarquez Hunter in the 4th. With Coach Harsin on the hot seat, Auburn hosts Missouri this Saturday at 11 a.m. Central Time in hopes of redemption. History has been rewritten in Auburn. Volleyball stays perfect at 11-0, the biggest start in the program's history. The Tigers swept through the JSU tournament this past weekend, taking down Southern Miss 3-0, Jackson State 3-0, and Jacksonville State 3-2. Auburn is back in action, and they kick off SEC play when they travel to Tuscaloosa September 24th to face Alabama. Number 23 Auburn soccer fell short to Missouri in SEC opener 1-0.
What's the secret to a lasting marriage? Just ask the 300 couples who celebrated 50 years of marriage over the weekend in Chicago. Michelle Gallardo reports.
We just have been together, seems like forever. And it's been a good 50 years.
50 years, a half century. It is an entire lifetime, and for the approximately 300 couples celebrating their golden anniversary at Holy Name Cathedral, these have been 50 years filled with children and grandchildren, joy and laughter, sadness and pain. And while their hands may not be as smooth as they were in 1972, they're still joined for better and for worse.
I came here, I was 20 years old, and I met those guys. We know each other only for 2 weeks.
That's it. Renewing their vows to each other during a highly emotional service, these couples from all over the Chicago area were joined by their families during this very special celebration.
It was very emotional. Yes. I hadn't thought about coming here, but when you're in there,
and you start thinking about 50 years that have gone by and all the experiences we've had together.
In an era where it seems not many are willing to put in the hard work that leads to a 50th wedding anniversary, these couples shared some of their secrets, both serious and not so serious. What's the secret of 50 years of marriage?
Never go to bed angry.
We may not be lucky at cards, but we're always lucky at love.
Be it negative or positive, you have to communicate. You can't read each other's minds. You have to communicate.
A sense of humor is very important.
And I learned one thing, she's always right.
A new streaming series takes Star Wars fans into the earliest days of the rebellion. The Force is strong with Rick Demigala in this report.
To steal from the Empire? You just walk in like you belong.
Andor is a prequel to Rogue One, a Star Wars story, and Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope.
They can't imagine that someone like me would ever get inside their house.
Diego Luna is back as Rogue One's Cassian Andor.
I was part of the whole process. I had chance to digest everything, to understand deeper why things were this way or this other way, to be part of the process of choosing the cast, the team, looking at the designs and getting it all in.
Genevieve O'Reilly reprises her role as Mon Mothma, a character she has portrayed on film in Rogue One, a Star Wars story, and the animated Star Wars Rebels.
I feel incredibly fortunate to have been afforded the opportunity to step into the shoes of this woman at different times in my life, which are reflective of the different times in her life.
Diego Luna shares that sentiment.
I am a very lucky man, you know. I thought Rogue One was the only chance I was gonna have to be part of this world, and suddenly here I am, you know, still talking to audiences about new stuff coming out and getting the chance to explore deeper on the character.
Every day we wait, they get stronger. Let's take them by surprise.
In Hollywood, I'm Rick Damigella.
The sweetest face on the planet? Meet our new pet of the week, Noor. This hard-working girl is a loving and thoughtful lady that deserves her very own home where she can enjoy her years as an empty nester. She is heartworm positive, but LCHS does help cover a portion of the treatment cost once adopted. She is about 3 years old, vaccinated, microchipped, and altered. For the next 2 weeks, her adoption fee is waived, so make sure to make an appointment to meet her. We're out of time, but for more Auburn news, head over to our website, eagleeyeauburn.com, and check out our social media pages. I'm Kelis McGhee.
And I'm Maddie Larkin. Thank you for watching, and War Eagle.